up, gang of Lane? Carolina Jackpot time coming at you. It's Sunday. It means it's November 20th, 2022. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday afternoon. Hopefully you're somewhere where it's warm. It's a little bit chillier in the upstate of South Kakalaki. We're a little bit nipply, as the young ones say. But man, what a tremendous day of college football yesterday, and yeah, what a game last night in Columbia between the Gamecocks and the Tennessee Volunteers. Now, I'm going to tell you, first of all, if you're new around here, stay true around here. Stay subscribed to the channel. If you're not new around here, which 99% of you are not, obviously you know, and I've got to address it real quick, with my videos last Saturday evening and Sunday of me denouncing my fandom from the University of South Carolina Gamecocks football team until changes were made. Well, I did do that. Yes, I did. And last night, did I also cheer for my team in that game? Yes, I did. First of all, here's my deal. You people in the comment section don't get to decide when I'm going to fan and when I'm not going to fan. You're either all in or you're all out. Okay, I get that. Well, Carolina Jackpot was never all out. So just so you know, it was 4 days. 4 days of being pissed off at the team. Sure, I mean, I was. But as I said, until changes are made. And obviously, I could tell in the first quarter of that game that changes had indeed been made somewhere. There was some nice looking play calling going on, wasn't there? 600 something yards total offense. Yeah, some nice play calling going on. So I was convinced changes have been made. All right, I'm back to being a fan again. It's that simple. It really is. It's not real complex. Not a whole lot of. It's not an onion. There's not a lot of layers to it. But some Jimmy Jack in the comment section of these videos is not going to tell me, "Oh, you don't denounce your fandom. You can stay away." No, that's not the way it works. I'm a grown-ass man, and I will decide when I'm going to cheer for my team and when I'm not going to. And if I choose to let you know on my channel when that is, then I'll do it. And if I don't, then I won't. I mean, I'm not trying to be a butthead. I'm not being difficult to deal along with here. Everybody has their breaking point. Everybody, in certain situations, knows when enough is enough. And everybody has emotions. If you're a fan of any kind of sports team, especially a hardcore fan, then you have emotions. You have emotions tied up into it. You have things vested in it. And that horrible performance last week on Saturday did not lend any credence to what would have taken place last night. It just didn't. It came out literally of nowhere. But I'm glad that it did. And here's my thoughts on it, too. I had a feeling. I don't know why. I'm not going to say I had a good feeling or I had a gut feeling that's really strong. But I had a feeling in the back of my mind that South Carolina was going to come out and compete in that ball game. And I thought they were going to compete in it. I didn't know if they were going to compete from start to finish because I thought South Carolina would come out in the first half, hit them with some haymakers, maybe get the lead. Maybe Tennessee would be up at halftime by a little bit, and then they would steamroll them in the second half. That's kind of like a Mizzou scenario from last week. I just thought the home crowd was going to bolster it just to that kind of performance. I thought that might be able to happen, okay? And let me retract and say I didn't think that was what was going to happen, but I thought with our talent level it was definitely possible. But what ended up happening last night was I didn't see that coming. Nobody saw that coming. No one. If you had told someone right now, and they've been asleep for the past 2 days, hey, South Carolina just kicked Tennessee's ass last night and they beat them 63-38. They wouldn't believe you. They would not believe you. they would tell you, bullshit, I'm going back to sleep. They just wouldn't believe your story. And no one would believe it. That has to be what we're told. It was the most points ever given up by a ranked team to an unranked team in history. Wow. It was Tennessee's worst loss, the most points they've given up since they gave up 62 points in 1995 to Steve Spurrier, ironically. Just absolutely insane. It's an insane environment after the game, too, during and after the game. My gosh, I mean, I've seen some of the videos. It was just absolutely off the chain. Would have been a great night to be in Columbia. Would have absolutely been a great night to be in Columbia. But, yeah, can't do my show from there. So, can't entertain people and do the live streams. And I want to thank all the folks last night who showed up for the live stream. That was, we had a great evening, gained a good many subscribers through that live stream, got a lot of super chats in, which helps the channel out, and I really, really appreciate all that. I'm going to do a sour grapes video, and it may be tomorrow when it comes out, actually. I like to try to get these things out on Sunday, but I actually drove down to Georgia, not far into Georgia. I didn't drive like to Athens or something. I drove right across the state line into Georgia to do a food review today. And so I'm on the way back home from that now. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to Rockabelly 864 channel, make sure you subscribe to Rockabelly 864, where you'll see the food review content as well. But I'm on the way back from there. Got to get home, got to get some things done. Probably going to rest a little bit and then prep up for the live show tonight. So the sour grapes video, and this is not going to be a traditional sour grapes video. I'm just going to put these on a loop and just start playing all of these stupid Twitter receipts, Facebook receipts, comments from Tennessee fans, just salty tears that taste delicious. And we're going to have a little bit of fun with that. That might be tomorrow when it comes out. Other than that, tomorrow, I really want to, today, just really be the last day that we talk about the Tennessee man and the Tennessee game. The live show tonight at 9 p.m. over here on this very channel will be largely concentrated around that game last night. And but then after tomorrow, we want to move on because it's hate week, it's rivalry week, and it's time for the meth billies. Time for the meth billies. South Carolina's been 8 years, right? No, 9 years since South Carolina has defeated this bunch of scum known as the Clemson Taters shits, and this one, make no mistake about it, is a fan base and a team that I loathe unlike any other. And the environment and the surrounding, the lead up to these games is always pretty exciting. I will say the last couple of years of the Will Muschamp regime, it had lost a lot of its excitement. And to that point, last year's game, there was a lot of build-up around that one. A lot of build-up. You got a lot of people picking South Carolina to cover the spread, and really compete in that game. A lot of people gave them a chance to knock off Clemson and win that game because Clemson's offense had been so deplorable all year long, and it didn't turn out like that at all. Clemson's offense was hitting on all cylinders from a running game perspective anyway. One of my least favorite player, you know this, number one, Will Shipley, ran a rough shot over the Gamecocks, missing double-digit tackles in that game, just giving Shipley an easy route to the end zone on a couple of occasions, and really not being able to slow him down too much. Make no mistake about it, it's really nothing he did. It's what South Carolina's defense didn't do. So that definitely is going to have to be addressed, and that's going to have to definitely be bottled up. Saturday afternoon if South Carolina stands a chance of winning this game. Of course, we're going to live stream that one as well. It'll be shortly before noon when we go live for that live stream. It was a noon kickoff. Got a little nooner. Now, I don't mind having the Carolina-Clemson game at noon, to be honest with you. We get it out of the way, and it's over with, and then you can watch the other rivalry games in the afternoon and into the evening, and it's just a better deal sometimes. I do like the night games at Williams-Brice, and it hasn't given them a real good home field advantage the last couple of times that we've had them in that situation. So, until South Carolina's able to compete with them, I could have it either way. It really doesn't matter. But I do like the day game, and I'm looking forward to that one. So that's about all I got to say about that, guys. Make sure that you tune in here tonight at 9 p.m. for the live show. I would be remiss if I didn't say that I feel bad. I do feel bad for the good Tennessee fans out there. I feel bad for the good Tennessee fans out there because honestly, this was a huge upset. Either way you slice it or dice it, no matter what you think about South Carolina, what you think about Tennessee, I mean, it doesn't really matter. That's not here or there the point. Yeah, I know they were ranked number 1 a few weeks ago. They were ranked really highly, and I think a lot of people didn't really believe in them as far as being a legitimate playoff team, like with a really, really solid defense and a really solid offense. I mean, it's the gimmick offense. It's the gimmick offense. You run, you snap the ball fast, you run, you play, and you run back to the line of scrimmage, you snap it, you run another play, you tire the defense out. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like you're gaining an unfair advantage because you're really not, but I don't know. Running that kind of system to me, and Tennessee's been pretty good at it, not doing it this year. To me, with a team that to me, I think that would lead to a lot of turnovers and just a lot of sloppy play. But they've honed it in and have been really good at it. But I didn't think that they were a national championship contender, and last night bore that out and proved it. Now, I didn't think we were going to take them down the way we did, but I feel genuinely bad for the good Tennessee fans out there because, look, I mean, they've, they're just like everybody else. They want to see a good product on the field. They want to see their team win. They want to see them win a national championship again. They want to see them win a conference championship. So I get it in that respect. But there are just so many of them that were just so delusional and just saying dumb things all over the internet 24/7 ever since September. It just made it really hard for people to get behind them that were of other fan bases and to not throw shade at them. And I get it that's part of fandom, and I get it. There are dumb people in every fan base. There are dumb people in the South Carolina fan base. God knows there are dumb people in the Clemson fan base. There are people that are fair weather fans, and Carolina Jackpot's a fair weather fan. He quit on the team. But there are those that will come and go. But I generally feel bad for the good Tennessee fans. But the delusional, dumb ones who are going to get mad, like that mouth breather who calls into the show and starts screaming as soon as he gets on the phone, guess what? Woo! You got dicks, baby. That's what I think about that one. So, congratulations to the Gamecocks last night. It was a total team effort. Played great on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. Well, I say they played great defensively. I mean, they gave up 38 points, but I mean, that's 7 of it was in garbage time, and had they held them to 31, that would have been well below Tennessee's season average. So, congratulations on that. you did a great job. Shane Beamer and the staff, they did a great job coaching this game. The offensive, the play calling on the offensive side of the ball was excellent last night. They spread the field out. They moved the ball vertically, which is what we needed to be doing. They did run the ball some. They did a lot of misdirection. Got some guys involved in the run game who hadn't been involved in the run game a whole lot this year. And that was great to see. So, whether it was Marcus Satterfield calling the plays, whether it was Shane Beamer calling them with the help of Freddie Kitchens, whether it was Justin Stepp calling plays with Shane Beamer, whether it was somebody collaborating with Marcus Satterfield to help him call the plays, whoever it was, you did a really good job. You did a really good job. Here's the other question I'm going to get. Do you still think that Marcus Satterfield needs to be fired at the end of the season? Yeah. I mean, because, being able to score a bunch of points on a team that doesn't have a good defense is something that you should expect. But you look back to last week, and you couldn't score a lot of points on a team that had a bad defense. Another team that had a bad defense, you couldn't score on them. So, yes, I do at this point think that he still should not be retained. I think that you can do better next year. And who knows? I mean, maybe the guy will take another job. His contract's up. These guys do get other opportunities presented to them. I'm sure that at this point, there are probably several junior colleges lining up for his services. Wouldn't you think? I would. So those are my thoughts on that. It was a great win last night by the Gamecocks. This coming week, this is going to be a tough one. It's going to be a totally different ball of wax. And be quite honest with you, it's going to be real tough to do 2 weeks in a row. I looked, and the Tater Shits have opened up as a 16.5-point favorite. Kind of made me a little bit mad when I saw it. I thought it was a little bit disrespectful, but it's probably about right. Or probably about where it needs to be, just a hair over 2 touchdowns. So we'll see. Live show tonight, 9 p.m. the Rob and Kell show. Make sure that you get on there and call into the show, man. Call into the show. We need some participation. I'd like to get some different people calling into that show. We do a good job of trying to get people on there and get the callers off as quickly as we can. We kind of let some of them tend to go a little bit too much, I think, that really don't have a lot to add to the program and aren't really saying a lot, or maybe they are talking in circles and perhaps just saying the same thing over again, just worded differently. So those are the kind of people I'm going to talk with Rob tonight before we have the show, and we're going to try to boot those people. Well, not boot them off, but kind of gently push them off the phone, I guess you would say, so that we can get a full range of callers tonight, because I really want to see a good mix of people, a good mix of questions, a good mix of opinions from different fans of different teams, and get their perspective on what happened with their team yesterday, who they got coming up this week, how they think it's going to go, how's that going to affect their postseason if they're going to have one, and what about their coach? Is their coach going to stick around? Is he going to get fired? So all that and more tonight, 9 p.m. the Carolina Jackpot and the Rob and Kell show, live recording a podcast right here on this channel. Join the live stream. I will see you guys later on. I appreciate it. Peace. And I'm out of here. Go Gamecocks. Go Spencer Rattler. And go Shane Beamer.